Okay, my friends, back with you. It is Saturday, the 10th day of February now. It's was the hardest night, I think, in my life. I've only had one night that was worse of trying to sleep, and that was, are we ready to go? And that was when I was on top of Mount Kenya with the rats crawling around me. Last night, we got to bed pretty early. We started at about 11, something like that, and I had my air mattress all blown up and everything was good to go. Everything was no problem. And then I went to, I kept hearing this scratching noise, and I wondered, what's that? You know, something trying to get in or something? So a little while after that, all of a sudden I see this big dog that comes run by right beside the bed, which kind of freaked me out because, you know, Fulani people, they don't like dogs at all. I'm like, what I mean, how this big Labrador-sized dog come running around past me, man? It kind of weirded me out, you know. So anyway, I said, well, that's the way it is. It can't be that bad. It's not, you know, it's nothing's terrible or anything. So I said, okay, well, we'll carry on with trying to sleep. And so I did. I laid back down, and I kind of was a little bit restless, and I went from, you know, one side to the other and stuff, and then all of a sudden my whole bed just collapsed, man. The back of it falls in there, you know, I go right into the dirt. My head goes plunging down, and I thought, oh, that's just wonderful. You know, hey, this is really great. So I get back out and straighten up the cot again. The legs had just come unhooked and stuff. So I put it all back together, and I laid back down. And about 30 minutes later, it just seemed like something's not quite right. I feel like I'm staying in a mattress now, you know, like in a hammock or something. It was like the bed was kind of going like this. I said, that can't be good. You know, I kept kind of feeling down, thinking, well, it feels like it's kind of filled up. So anyway, when I got back, I just got out of the bed and filled it, and, you know, the thing had almost completely gone out of air. So apparently when that thing had cracked down, this old cot that I was sleeping on had some of these metal kind of a jagged edges or something, and it just punctured a piece of it so it went flat. So by now it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do? Am I just going to lay here on this flat bed like this, or am I going to go ahead and try and pump it up? And I think, you know, am I going to wake everybody up? Because I had one other mattress, because the other person on my team decided they didn't need it. They had another little mattress they could sleep on. So I said, well, it's not going to wake everybody up too bad. I mean, there's dogs and camels and donkeys and chickens and everything else keeping us up all night long. So I didn't think it was that bad. So I blew it back up and, you know, came back over there and made my whole bed up again. You know, it's a fairly complicated procedure because you've got to put all the sheets down and the covers down. And like when you start off, you don't have anything except just you're not allowed to dress with anything except long pants on and a shirt. You always got to stay covered up. So you don't have any covers or anything, but then as it goes on, it gets colder and colder and colder. I mean, the first day we were here, the first full day we were here, it got up to about 111 degrees, and then at night it gets down to about 55. So it's like a 50-degree difference in temperature. So about 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, man, it starts to get really cold. And so I had all these blankets ready, and I started putting on my blankets and things like that. And I was comfortable. I said, okay, finally I'm going to go to sleep. Now, we had a really great time in the village that we were at. I've got some video of that I'll put on there of sharing the gospel stories. We use these cloth kind of things that have these stories on them, and then you can point to the different pictures and talk to the cloth and, you know, talk about the cloth so that they can kind of follow along the pictures. It's called chronological Bible storying, so people can, you know, kind of keep up with what you're doing. So you know, we had finished with that, and the families there were very happy that we had come, and so they had given us this rooster. And on the way back from